This audio was brought to you by listeners like you. Learn more after the audio. Come here, my dear. Yes, come here. To see you draw breath once more with my very own eyes. They made it sound incredible, but this is nothing short of a miracle. Of course I know you, my dear. It hasn't been for very long, but I do know you. Oh, do you know me as well? Can I ask from where? My family operates several businesses within the royal city and its neighboring towns that I occasionally audit. Yes, I do know of that town. It's one of our closest locations to the main branch. Goodness, I must have passed you at least a dozen times without knowing, given how often I've come to visit. To think, we'd end up here of all places. It has been difficult to keep everything in order there recently. Father has me holed up in the family home until the period of disease has passed. It is in my best interest to not share your fate. It was so quick to spread through the area. Without the fierce bravery of the royal coroners, you and many others may have been left for the wolves. Fortunately, they were able to retrieve you and keep you well preserved until the time of our meeting. But soon, the responsibility of your preservation will fall upon us. I will make certain that your body is to be treated with the utmost care. Oh, my dear, you have been given a new lease on life. Gone are the days that you yearned to escape the cycle of poverty, only to die amongst the rabble that dared to produce such beauty the nobility could only dream to have. It is only through this transaction that those of common blood and pure of face can hope to live the life they deserved from the beginning. With my family's gold, I am able to pay for your soul to be released back to the land of the living. Granted, with the stipulation that you are unable to return to your body. The god of death does not let go of his prized possessions so easily, but his lust for gold rivals that of men. A steep price to pay to retrieve your soul from his realm and lead you back to the land of the living. Unfortunately, he isn't so easily persuaded to return the dead to their mortal vessels. Yes, but even with such limitations, you can experience what the life of nobility has to offer. My home is yours until the contract expires with my own passing. Oh, this is by no means done in jest, my dear. I am but one of many who has seen the value of beauty in the common folk, but only in death is their potential seen by those in power. The wages of servants are menial, but when the god of death himself values their souls beyond even what the nobility holds in their fortunes, they become a symbol of status for those who are willing to part with their gold. Of course, some like to use it as an excuse to no longer hide their common blood lovers, or snatch up a pretty face their parents would otherwise disown them for associating with. There are plenty out there who will have their favorites killed just to put their souls on the market. Personally, I find it ridiculous. Value is lost when death does not choose when they return to his realm. He sent disaster and disease to bring you to him. The fact that he wanted you here makes you especially desirable. Look at you. He had a clear reason for bringing you here at your prime. To allow you to continue to age would ruin such a pretty face. Unfortunately for him, he won't be getting to admire you for very long. He'll have to drag me down here with his bare hands first before he lays his eyes on you again. Oh, there is no cheating death. No amount of gold can prevent the inevitable. When he wants you, he will take you, no questions asked. What I paid for was solely your return. He can call for me at any time, and with me comes you as well. Our souls have been bound by contract. Well, I suppose you could stay in the family home for as long as they're willing to pay to keep you through the generations. But I don't appreciate the thought of others benefiting from my efforts to find you. In fact, upon my death, I will have arranged for your body to be buried next to mine. We will have our very own room in the family crypt to ensure no one disturbs us in our rest. And most importantly, the glass casket where you currently lie will be replaced with one of stone. I cannot allow anyone else to admire your beauty and have thoughts of bringing you back once again. Our souls can then finally rest for eternity. No one will be able to disturb us. Come now, has it never crossed your mind how it would feel to be swept off your feet by nobility? Some of your peers make it so obvious. Oftentimes they will come into our stores and loiter around, pretending they have interest in purchasing items that are well beyond their means. Sometimes, I'll even play their silly game by pretending I don't see them stealing looks towards me. It would be cute if it weren't so clear how futile their attempts at capturing my interest are. But with you, I am more than willing to make any dreams you might have had a reality. Not only in giving you the opportunity to experience luxury, but also love. You were still so young, and the coroner provided no record of marriage. Wouldn't you be thrilled to have another chance to be in love and have it reciprocated? I am already quite enamored with you, my dear. If you have any attraction to me, then I can assure you that it is mutual. Oh, there is no need to be concerned for my marital status. Heirs are a non-issue. A simple signature and all future needs of the family estate are taken care of. I am free to enjoy your presence without any disturbance, hopefully for many years to come. And I will most certainly enjoy you, my dear. I should have expected as much. A wandering soul cannot provide the same experience as a living person. I suppose I hoped for at least a light touch. Cold, even, but it all just goes right through you. It would be nice to tuck your hair back for you. I want to see more of that pretty face. There will be no greater pleasure for me than being able to stroke your cheek as you lay and rest. So long as we continue to preserve you, you will look as warm and flushed as you were in life. I will relish kissing your soft lips, cold as they may be, I will do what I can to show my devotion. Oh, think of all the ways I can have you dressed up for any occasion. Lunch dates, afternoon tea, romantic dinner, and I must have wedding garbs made for you. You will look stunning in all of them. I can't even wait to be back home with you. We must make haste. Please, come along this way. Yes, it should be where you first came from. Past that gate over there. There is nothing keeping you from leaving any longer. Death has granted you permission to cross back into the land of the living. Truly, there is no need to hesitate. Well, even if you refuse, he has a deal to uphold. You will be leaving today. I would suggest not going against his wishes. Or mine. He will drag you by your feet if necessary. Had you retained any of your mortal flesh, I would have worried about the ground ripping through your skin. But I'm glad we are able to keep you perfectly intact. Stay where you are expected to be, and you won't even feel the shackles that bind us. But if I know anything about others like you, you will take pride in being at my side. So, be a dear, and allow yourself to experience the choice you never had until today. A big thank you to the apostles listed on screen, whether they support through Patreon, YouTube memberships, or both. If you would also like to support this channel, there is a link to the Patreon in the description, and the join button for the YouTube membership should be next to the channel name. Though, even a like or a subscribe is more than enough. Thank you again, and I hope to see you next time.